Okay, hi everyone. So this week we've got Chapter 10, Exercise 2. The question starts out with Carla Vista Company borrows $64,800 on July 1st from the bank by signing a $64,800 10% one-year note payable. So we have two parts to this problem. The first one is we need to prepare the journal entry to record the proceeds of the note. It gives us that that's starting on July 1st, which is the day we borrowed that. So let's go into here. I've written this just as the question is. So you'll see here we've got it written out July 1st. So we're going to want to debit our account for cash for the amount that we've borrowed. And so that's the $64,800. We borrowed that much. We've now received that much cash. And now we owe that to a note payable because it said that we borrowed it in a note for that same amount. So that is how that first part of that question is going to be written. Just like that. So we're going to just enter those into these two entries here. And then we'll move on to B. For B, it wants us to prepare the journal entry to record the accrued interest at December 31st, so that's 6 months later, assuming adjusting entries are made only at the end of the year. So credit account titles are automatically indented. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, so this just wants to know the interest. So we don't have to worry about all the other parts. We're just trying to figure out the interest and note it correctly on our journal entry. So if we go back to here, I've written that second part here. So we are going to debit our interest expense, and we are going to credit our interest payable. So now we just have to figure out how much interest in 6 months we've accrued on this $64,800. So off to the side here, I've written the formula for figuring out the interest. So we take the amount of the note, which is $64,800. We'll times it by our interest rate, which we know is 10%, for how many months out of the year that we've done. So we know that's 6 months. So that's going to look like this. So we've got 64,800 times 10%, or I've written it as 0.1, times 6 over 12, which is going to give us 3,240. So we will debit our interest expense, 3,240, and we will credit our interest payable, 3,240. And we'll be able to see that. I've actually entered it in here and double checked all of the work for us, so we can see that that is actually what it's looking for. Really simple. It just wants to journal where we're debiting and where we're crediting for both of those things, for the initial amount that we borrowed, and then also for how we're going to journalize that for our interest. So I hope that's helpful for everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments for me. And good luck this week. Thanks. Bye.